Imagine a world where a simple act of defiance against an oppressive regime ignites a firestorm of violence, forever altering the course of a nation's history. In the bustling streets of post-Waipitu Taipei, a single cigarette, illegally sold by a widow, became the spark that ignited the powder keg of Taiwanese resentment against their new rulers. What followed was a brutal crackdown, a massacre shrouded in silence for decades, and a wound that continues to shape Taiwan's identity to this very day. This is the chilling tale of the 228 incident, a calendar entry stained with blood and injustice. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of The Calendar of Crime, Taiwan, 1945. The Japanese colonial rule, spanning half a century, had just ended with their surrender in World War II. The island, a strategic prize, was handed over to the Republic of China, led by the Kuomintang, or KMT, under Chiang Kai-shek. For many Taiwanese, this was a moment of hope, a return to their cultural roots. But this hope was short-lived, quickly replaced by disillusionment and growing resentment. The KMT administration, under Governor Chen, arrived with an air of superiority and a clear agenda: to exploit Taiwan's resources for the mainland's civil war against the communists. Corruption became rampant. Economic mismanagement led to hyperinflation and unemployment, and the Taiwanese people were systematically excluded from political participation and economic opportunities. Mainland officials, often speaking a different dialect and unfamiliar with local customs, treated the Taiwanese as second-class citizens, further fueling the divide. On February 27, 1947, this simmering discontent reached its boiling point. In Taipei, agents of the State Monopoly Bureau, responsible for enforcing government monopolies on goods like tobacco, confronted a 40-year-old widow named Lin Jiangmai. She was selling untaxed cigarettes to support her family near the Tianma Tea House. During the confrontation, one agent struck Lin Jiangmai with the butt of his pistol, and when a crowd gathered to protest, another agent fired into the air, accidentally hitting a bystander named Chen, who died the next day. The shooting ignited immediate outrage. The next morning, February 28th, angry citizens marched to the Monopoly Bureau to protest the previous day's events. The protest quickly escalated, with demonstrators seizing a radio station and broadcasting news of the uprising across the island. This act transformed a local protest into a widespread rebellion, as Taiwanese across the island, fed up with KMT misrule, rose up against the government. In the initial days of the uprising, Taiwanese civilians took control of many towns and cities. They formed resolution committees to maintain order and negotiate with the KMT authorities, demanding political reforms and greater autonomy. For a brief period, it seemed as though the Taiwanese might achieve their demands through peaceful means. However, Governor Chen, while appearing to negotiate, was secretly appealing to Chiang Kai-shek for military reinforcements from the mainland. Chiang Kai-shek, preoccupied with the civil war against the communists, initially hesitated, but ultimately dispatched the 21st Division and other units to Taiwan. On March 8, 1947, these troops landed in Keelung and Kaohsiung, unleashing a brutal wave of repression. The KMT forces, heavily armed and with orders to suppress the rebellion at all costs, indiscriminately fired upon civilians, conducted mass arrests, and executed suspected dissidents. Intellectuals, community leaders, and anyone perceived as a threat to KMT rule were targeted. The violence was swift and merciless. Thousands were killed, many without trial, their bodies often left in the streets or thrown into rivers. The exact death toll remains a subject of debate, with estimates ranging from 18,000 to 28,000 or even higher. The crackdown effectively crushed the uprising, but it left an indelible scar on the Taiwanese psyche. The KMT government then imposed martial law, initiating a period known as the White Terror, which lasted for 38 years. During the White Terror, political dissent was ruthlessly suppressed. Thousands more were imprisoned, tortured, or executed for their real or perceived opposition to the KMT. Discussion of the 228 incident became taboo, a forbidden topic whispered only in hushed tones. Families of victims lived in fear, their grief compounded by the inability to mourn openly or seek justice. The incident was effectively erased from official history, creating a collective trauma that festered beneath the surface of Taiwanese society. It wasn't until the late 1980s and early 1990s, with the gradual democratization of Taiwan, that the truth about the 228 incident began to emerge. President Lee Teng-hui, himself a survivor of the White Terror, made a formal apology on behalf of the government in 1995, and February 28th was declared a national holiday, Peace Memorial Day. Monuments and museums were established to commemorate the victims and educate future generations about this dark chapter in Taiwan's history. The legacy of the 228 incident continues to resonate deeply in Taiwan today. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of freedom and the devastating consequences of authoritarian rule. The incident played a crucial role in shaping Taiwanese identity, fostering a sense of distinctness from mainland China and fueling the Taiwan independence movement. While the wounds may never fully heal, the open acknowledgement and remembrance of the 228 incident serve as a testament to Taiwan's journey towards democracy and justice. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.